Hi everybody, my name is Anushka and today I would like to talk to you about core frequencies and how to maintain your core frequency. So, we all have a frequency inside of us which is our core or base frequency. It's the one that we resonate at when we are peaceful, when we're completely at peace and at ease and relaxed. And in this state, we are allowing, we flow, and things tend to work more easily for us. So, I wanted to basically talk about how we can hold this frequency throughout our daily lives, which is a useful thing to know how to do because then it stops you from getting thrown off so easily by things and from going too much from one extreme to the other. I do want to say though that, we're going to experience a range of emotions. We always do. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's, we need to know what our core resonance is and how to get in touch with that and how to be able to reach back to that and maintain it even when we're going through a wave, the waves of feelings. It's helpful. It stops you from being overwhelmed and it stops you from going, like I said, from going from one extreme to the other. It helps to balance you and to make wiser choices. So, sorry, I have a little bit of a cold, which probably means I haven't been doing too much of a good job at maintaining mine, but so the first one that I found is, as you might suspect, breathing exercises, so yoga, meditation, anything like that that takes you into your body and connects you with your heart, because that essentially is where your resonance is. So anything that takes you into your body and aligns the mind, body, and soul. That I would suggest doing. So yoga, going for a walk even, sometimes going for a run has the same effect. Meditation, if you can do it. And what you're doing is you're aligning your mind, your body, and your heart, and you're involving your entire being in this one process where you're focusing on this one thing, and instead of being distracted by things around you, distractions around you, you're in self. And that helps to maintain that core frequency. If you do those on a daily basis, then you find that it's much easier to come back to that place of calm and come back to that place of peace. The second one is, just thinking now, sorry. The second one is nature, right? So, nature. As we increase in our vibration, so the earth does as well. She is also increasing in her vibrations. So, as you know, everything is connected and we are part of this earth. We're part of this amazing network. And as her frequency rises, so does ours. So a great way if you're feeling slightly lost, especially if you're feeling like you're living a bit too much in your head. I used to get this very badly, and I still do it occasionally. It's very good to go into nature because she has grounding energy. And obviously she has her heartbeat, her resonance, which we are inextricably linked in as well. Did I just say as well twice? I think I did. That was so weird. It's like a weird matrix slip. So, anyway. So getting out into nature helps you to ground yourself. Once again, come back into your body, to be present, come back into yourself. And you're also surrounded by the frequencies of nature, which help as well. Okay, so, and the third one that I found, which some people may struggle with, but one way in which I maintain my core vibration and frequency is by doing the things that I truly want to do on a daily basis. And I don't mean flying off to South America for 6 months. Like, I would love to do that all the time. But I mean making choices that align me, that align my mind with my heart. So, for instance, I some days I don't like to talk that much. Some days I feel very quiet. I'm very introspective, and I feel like I need to regenerate. So I need to kind of come inside myself a bit. So I have to say to the people around me, I live with housemates. So I've had to say to the people around me, look, some days I'm not very talkative. I can be quite quiet. There's nothing wrong. I'll tell you if there's something wrong, but usually it means there's nothing wrong. I'm just coming into myself a bit. So, for instance, on a day when I'm feeling quiet, what I would do, say I bump into my housemate and my housemate is particularly chatty, I would just say to them, hey, you okay? Yeah, I'm good, but I'm really not feeling very talkative today. I just give them a smile, and then they would just go, oh, okay, that's cool, no worries, and leave me to it, and that's it. And it sounds so simple, but a lot of us find it hard to really say what we're feeling or what it is that we want to do or don't want to do. A lot of us feel, for instance, in a situation like that, I know I've done it many a time, and a lot of you have as well, probably. You don't feel very talkative. You're feeling quite reflective and insular, and someone comes up to you and they want to chat, and you talk to them. You don't say to them, look, I'm really not feeling very talkative. You entertain them. But inside, you're getting frustrated. You're thinking to yourself, why can't this person see that I don't want to talk to them? You're starting to feel frustrated and angry at them for annoying you. You walk away from the situation, you're thinking, oh, for goodness sake, I really don't want to speak to anyone. And you start to project it onto them. But you can't expect people to know what's going on inside of you. You can't. You have to communicate with them. You have to have the confidence to communicate with them. Some people are very sensitive, like myself. I can usually pick up on if somebody doesn't really want to chat or if they do. But regardless, it's best to communicate and let someone know. You shouldn't be angry at people for things that you haven't even expressed to them, So that's because that's what usually happens. We expect other people to know how we feel inside, and then when they don't react how we want, we then get frustrated at them. The flip side, the other way it can go, is that you say to them, look, I'm not in a talkative mood today. And they go, oh, okay, that's fine. And then you start to beat yourself up for it. And you start to feel bad, thinking, oh, God, they're probably really annoyed at me, or, I shouldn't have said that. I should have just gone along and talked to them anyway. So this is what I mean. We have to make the choices that are right for us, and we have to align with them. So if you say to someone, I'm not in the mood to talk, don't then beat yourself up about it. You've said what you wanted to say, you've been authentic, you've been true to yourself, and that's it. They know where they stand, you know where you stand. Don't beat yourself up about it. We must try and come into alignment on a daily basis by doing these little things. It's like there are times when I think to myself, oh, I need to go to the shop to get this, this, and this, but I'm feeling really tired. And in the past, I would have, even didn't matter how tired I was, I would just rush around and do these things. Now, if I feel tired, even if it's the middle of the day, it doesn't matter, I'll take a nap. I will listen to what my body wants, to what it needs. I listen to what it is I really want deep down. And I don't beat myself up for maybe not having achieved as much as I could have during the day, because I did what was right for me. So it's about making the choices that are right for us, listening to what it is that our bodies and our hearts are trying to tell us, going with it, and not feeling bad for doing that. And you usually find that the more you do that, in a funny way, it has a knock-on effect, and it allows other people then to also do the same. When people see you're being authentic with them and honest, and you're saying to them, oh, look, I'm not really in the mood to talk, they then go, okay, that's cool. And then when they don't feel like they're in the mood to talk, they can then tell you, and they trust that you won't take offense because you understand that, hey, sometimes we just have those days. And it's nice because you start living more true and authentic, real relationships. So that's another good one, I think, for maintaining your core frequency. And it stops you from getting frustrated and stressed, or helps not to. Okay, and the fourth one is social media, or actually technology and when we use it. So there's a lot of us out there that we wake up in the morning and the first thing we do is we turn on our phone and we go through Facebook, or we check our messages, or we check our emails. I used to be terrible for doing it. I have found that this is a really crucial moment. The morning is very crucial. When you wake up in the morning, you have essentially pressed a reset button. And the first things that you do in that first half hour, that first hour, I think are of a lot of importance. I think they tend to set the tone for how the rest of the day will go. So if you wake up and the first thing you do is you check your Facebook and say someone sent you a shitty message, or say you check your email and you get an email about how you owe money for this, that, and the other. You know, that's one of the first things you see. Already, we all know what the mind is like as well. The mind loves to latch onto things and make you worry or stress or get upset. So already the mind's like that, ooh, awesome. And it's like that, go. And that's it. Round and round and round. Like a hamster on a wheel. Your mind's just going already. And that's before you've even got out of bed. So, for me, I have found that not going straight to my phone or to my laptop or anything like that first thing in the morning really allows me to have control over how I start my day. So for instance, with me, I begin my day by, first of all, I usually wake up and I'm just kind of happy that there's another day and what would I like this day to be full of? And I do my oil pulling, and then I do my yoga and meditation. And that grounds me in my frequency. And then from there, I'm already feeling peaceful. I'm already centered in my heart. So then when I do turn on my phone and say there's a bill that comes up, or say someone's being a bit negative, or they've got a problem with me, because I'm grounded, because I'm not just, like a brand new baby, just open my eyes, because I'm feeling grounded in myself, I can look at it and rather than reacting and letting the mind run away and do what it wants to do, instead, I'm able to kind of go, okay, this how should we deal with this? I can take a step back because I'm grounded within myself. So that's another one that I think is really important. So how many is that altogether? That's 4. Yeah. So there's 4 different ways in which we can help to ground our frequency and to keep our frequency. And as I said, we experience different feelings. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's allowing ourselves not to get carried away by the feelings, because it's often that when we get carried away by feelings, we often make mistakes, what we would call mistakes, or we maybe do things that aren't in line with how we truly feel deep down. Bad words are often said and nasty things are often done when we allow the feelings to run away with ourselves, which is why it's good to experience the range, but to have your core frequency, your core emotion. Mine is a very peaceful one. My voice drops when I am in my core frequency because I can feel it resonate in my chest, in my heart actually. It's my heart frequency. When I'm stressed, it comes more up to the head like this. I'm talking more like that. And we all know people out there who they don't really talk from the heart frequency. They tend to be people who are very much in the head, They might be emotionally switched off, but they're intellectually very sharp or very witty. And they often talk very much like this, and they're really, 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 really quick and very entertaining, but they're not necessarily so in touch with their emotions. So anyway, those were my tips and advice. And if you have any ideas or anything to say, please let me know. Okay, thank you. Take care.